my opinion, the market will be measured in many, 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 many trillions.
Yeah.
And it will change the way many, many transactions work because it's a way to reduce friction, reduce cost, make things more efficient. It's going to win in the long run. The best technology usually wins in the long run.
Yeah.
Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, That's a rare occurrence.
I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a revolutionary war. That will be a hit to our country, just like losing a war. And we can't let that happen. And too many countries now are fighting to get off the dollar.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we had Bitcoin and crypto get a slight pump, pulling back as I'm doing this video. We have the stock market flat. And don't forget, we have options in stocks and crypto. So guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are climbing slightly. And we saw the markets react. We have the dollar slightly up. We have volume in crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo yesterday was $410 billion. And, of course, it climbs today to $449 billion. And we know why, because we have options today. But, guys, we have tokenization is right around the corner. Now, we have the DTCC and Chainlink completes the pilot to accelerate fund tokenization with JP Morgan, BNY Mellon, Franklin Templeton, and others. And the trillions and trillions of dollars in this economy, all of it's going to be tokenized and put on blockchain, because nothing's going to be real. Remember who told us about the plan a long time ago? And you guys know I've been telling you this since I first started this channel, and that was Ray Kurzweil. I mean, he mapped it out, and we seeing all of it come true. And now we have the CEOs of these big banks, CEOs of these big billion-dollar funds, telling you that the real world is about to be tokenized. But of course, guys, we know the sheep are asleep. They stay distracted on things that don't matter, and they don't have a clue. And that's the wonderful part about the algorithms when it comes to social media. You guys know when I first started this channel was getting 20,000, 30,000 views. The algorithm is not going to send you information that you need. They don't want you to know finances. And the people that they do send you, they're nothing but NWO puppets. And they know you're not going to be able to tell the difference, because they're going to give you the truth. The same way the devil gives you the truth. He just sneaks in a couple lies, and that makes you indecisive. And that's the reason why a lot of people don't invest and don't care about investing. But we're in a fragmented world. They're breaking up every single industry, every single sector, and getting it ready for the digital economy. And if you're part of my Patreon, you understand. Cell phones are about to change. Just make sure you read the article I sent in there today. Cell phones are about to change. And then when you add in these AI agents, and that's exactly what they are, agents, they're going to be your twin. Because we know when it comes to these cell phones, people have all the information on it. All their information on social media is definitely going to be used against them. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Turkey proposes aligning crypto legislation with international standards. And the key is international standards. Guys, this is a plan. This is a global plan. That's the reason why I don't care what country you go to, they all have a plan for this new digital economy. It's moving in lockstep. And anybody that's going against it, we see the kapow is going on. Everything is going to be tokenized and put on blockchain and move at the speed of light. We see every sector changing. We know cars are going to be self-driving, robots, drones, insurance will be tokenized, housing is going to be tokenized, the supply chain is going to be tokenized. I don't care what industry, what sector you go to, it's all going to be tokenized, and it's happening now. Not 5 years from now, not 10 years, not 20 years. It's happening as we speak. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. But I'm going to touch bases a little more at the end of this video. But guys, don't forget about the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have Blackrock, Fidelity, Grayscale, of course, all up to date. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have French securities regulator warns investors against crypto exchange Bybit. And remember, exchanges are nothing but banks. And the big banks want to be the exchanges. Remember, only 1% of the 1% of the cryptos that are going to last and make it to the fourth industrial revolution. And that includes exchanges. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the U.S. Senate votes to kill SEC's crypto accounting policy, testing Biden's veto threat. And guys, we know this is nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. DeFi is definitely the new banking, and these digital assets are going to be the new economy. We have the Hegelian dialectic going on. We have Trump for it, Biden against it, but we know the NWO's plan is for the fourth industrial revolution. These digital assets, like in the NWO book, I state that if it was not for crypto, all fiat would collapse. But of course, they had a masterful idea. In 2008, they bought in Bitcoin. Bitcoin was supposed to get rid of the banks. And as we see, Bitcoin has joined the big banks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. But the end game of this whole plan is China's digital yuan. And lastly, we have Hong Kong has expanded the cross-border digital yuan to allow residents to set up digital yuan wallets. But remember, guys, China is going to tell its people what currency they're going to use. And we know it's going to be that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And the United States dollar is going to lose that world reserve currency title. And I'm going to go over that in the second video. But Putin is not in China for no reason. Guys, we know the BRICS nations are ready to pull the rug on this United States dollar. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.